Pierre Trudeau's infamous quote, "Just watch me," during the October crisis was a direct threat to the FLQ, a violent group seeking independence for Quebec. Here is the timeline of events, including the kidnappings of politicians and the implementation of the War Measures Act. The FLQ resorted to violence in pursuit of Quebec's separation and a socialist society, challenging the ideas of a unified Canada and British liberalism. Here is an artifact showing the bombings of the Montreal Stock Exchange. British liberalism values individual rights, while the French civil law values group rights, making the FLQ's actions a direct attack on individual liberties. Others argue that the main attack of individual rights was the War Measures Act. Here is an artifact showing the protest against the act. In my opinion, the act was justified. The FLQ's actions were seen as an attack on Canadian unity. Anti-FLQ events were often labeled as a rally for Canada. Others argue that the goal of FLQ was not to divide but to free Quebec. Here is a line from the FLQ manifesto, "Long live free Quebec." In my opinion, the FLQ not only divided Canada but also divided the French-Canadian community as their actions went against the Quebecois nationalism. The FLQ wanted separation so that Quebec could have a greater political and economic control. However, Trudeau said that the group had no agenda but violence and no mandate but terror. However, I think that the motivations for separation stemmed from resentment, as they were being denied equality. Overall, I agree with Pierre Trudeau that the FLQ has sown the seeds for its own destruction. They were so violent that they united people in the grief of the death of Pierre Laporte. Here is a photo of him.